What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the NUU Mobile X6. So let's get started. So this is the NUU Mobile X6. I'd like to thank NUU Mobile for being kind enough to send the phone out to me, in addition to sending me all these other goodies that I'm certainly going to be putting to use. I can use the book to write all my video ideas. I can stay hydrated with this. I'll make sure that the phone doesn't slip out of my hand with this accessory, and then I can put my car keys on this NUU Mobile lanyard. So I'm all good to go. But here is the box that the phone does come in, and I've got to say, this is definitely one of the nicest boxes that I've gotten with a budget phone like this one. So this outer layer slides off, so that's really cool and pretty unique there. The phone itself, by the way, is just $99 and works with all GSM carriers. So it's going to work with AT&T or T-Mobile and any of the carriers under those. So we'll lift the lid here, and I did already open up the box just to set up the phone for the sake of saving time. But here is the phone itself. Gonna put that off to the side for a second here and see what else is included in the box. Now the first thing that we get here is actually 3 months of free service with Mint Mobile, and you get 5 gigabytes of data per month. So I'm actually looking forward to setting this up and testing out Mint Mobile. I know that's something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I know that Mint Mobile is gonna be doing some big things in 2020. So it's certainly a carrier that you'll want to keep your eye on. Now, in addition to that, let me just dump out everything else included here in the box. We have a USB wall adapter. We have a micro USB cable for charging and data transfer. So the phone does feature micro USB, which isn't too surprising considering that it is a very budget device. We get a thin plastic screen protector included in the box. And by the way, the phone also came with its own pre-installed screen protector, which I did choose to remove, but you can of course keep it on if you want to. We get a NUU Mobile sticker included, and then some more information about that free Mint Mobile service. We get a quick start guide for the X6, and then we do get a plastic clear TPU case. So nice to see that we do get a case included in the box, and overall, we get a lot of stuff included here for a device that is just at $99.99. And by the way, if you want to buy this right now, then take a look at the link in the video description, as they'll take you over to Amazon where you can pick it up. But I'm very excited that NUU Mobile did manage to launch this device now early in 2020, because they didn't put out a whole lot in 2019. They did put out a lot of phones though in 2018, and I did cover those. But the company made some changes in 2019. They moved their headquarters from Florida to Texas, and it looks like they have a lot of really great things planned for 2020. So I'm definitely very excited to follow along with their journey. And definitely make sure to follow NUU Mobile on Instagram and Twitter. And definitely make sure to follow NUU Mobile on social media because they're very active on there. But here is the actual device itself. So it features a 5.7-inch display, which is LCD. The display itself is 720p and looks really crisp and clear. Definitely a very nice display for a phone in this price range. You're getting a PPI of 294 and a 19:9 aspect ratio. So despite the phone being 5.7 inches, it's actually a very compact device and it's very easy to hold. In addition to that, it doesn't take up too much space in your pocket. So if you are looking to buy a device that is a bit more compact compared to some of the larger phones that have been coming out recently, then you'll definitely want to consider the NUU Mobile X6. Now we're getting a pretty decent screen to body ratio with the device. It does feature a water drop notch here at the top, and in that notch we have a 5 megapixel front facing camera. Now towards the bottom of the phone, we do have a little bit of a thicker bottom bezel, but overall a nice looking design with the phone. Now the device features 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and you actually get 24 gigs free out of that 32 gigs, so a decent amount of free space. But if that's not enough for you, you can put a micro SD card into the device to expand the storage. Now the phone does not have wireless charging, but we do get a fingerprint sensor on the back. So that's another nice feature that you don't find very often with a phone in this price range. So a nice, quick, and responsive fingerprint sensor. Let me do that one more time. So that's very fast. You also get face unlock with the phone too, if you wish to use that. Then on the back side of the phone, you get a dual camera setup, which does give you the ability to take photos with the bokeh mode, which is similar to portrait mode. So it has a 13 megapixel main camera and a VGA depth sensing camera. Now internally with the NUU Mobile X6, we're getting the MediaTek Helio A22 and 3 gigabytes of RAM. So nice to see that we are getting 3 gigs of RAM with a phone at just $99.99. I did run the NUU benchmark test to see what the score is for that. And it's actually a pretty decent score for the price of the phone. You can see I got an overall score of 78959. So, of course, nothing that's going to break any records, but it will certainly handle basic tasks like browsing the web, going on social media, sending text messages, taking phone calls. It's going to be definitely adequate for that. Now, video recording with the phone maxes out at 1080p at 30 frames per second to really put the camera to the test. And the phone features a removable 2,800 milliamp hour battery. So of course, when I showed everything that's included in the box, I did not show you the battery because I already had that installed in the phone. But when you do receive your NUU Mobile X6, you will have the battery in the box that you will have to install into the device. But that's really simple. You just have to remove the back of the phone, which I'll do right now. It's pretty easy to take this back off as well, but you can see we have the battery right there. So this phone is dual SIM, and then you have a slot right there for the micro SD card. So if you have a work phone and a personal phone, you can actually combine those into one with this device. Now the device does not have NFC, unfortunately, and it does currently run Android 9 Pie. Now NUU Mobile did say that the phone will be updated to Android 10 in Q1 of 2020, so I'm definitely looking forward to that happening. When it is finally updated to Android 10, this will be an awesome, inexpensive Android 10 phone. And another thing too is that the phone doesn't feature any bloatware at all, so it's a very clean build of Android. So if you don't like bloatware, then you're definitely going to like the NUU Mobile X6. So at the time of me recording this video, the phone does have the November 5th, 2019 security patch. So it has not received the latest security patch, which is the January 2020 security patch. I'm definitely hoping though that they do keep this device updated though with the latest security patches that come out in the future. Of course, when the phone does get that Android 10 update, I'd imagine it will get the latest security patch at that time. But I'm definitely hoping that over a long, extended period of time, they do continue to deploy security patches. So those are the major specifications of the NUU Mobile X6. Definitely a lot of value here for the price. Now, taking a closer look at the hardware, I already talked about the front here quite a bit. I will say that the phone definitely has a nice looking display. It is cool that we are getting 720p here. And since it is kind of a smaller display compared to other devices that I typically cover, the PPI is definitely pretty impressive. So being at 294 PPI, things do look nice and crisp and clear, which is great to see. Now on the left side of the device, there's nothing. Then on the right side of the device, we have the power button and volume button. Then on the top of the phone, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. And then on the bottom, we have the speaker, microphone, and then we have the micro USB port for charging and data transfer. And then finally, on the back side of the device, we have the camera module, flash, fingerprint sensor, and NUU Mobile logo. And then we have this nice piano black finish on the back side of the phone. So in general, there's a lot of things about the NUU Mobile X6 to be very excited about. It seems like a very well-rounded device for a very inexpensive price. It'll definitely be very nice though to get that Android 10 update very soon. So I am glad that they've pledged to update the phone to the latest version of Android. I will definitely appreciate that. And then getting this free Mint Mobile service included in the box is yet another added bonus with the NUU Mobile X6. But overall, I'm looking forward to using this phone quite a bit before I give you my full review about it. And in addition to that, I will be putting out a variety of other videos about the phone too. But this is Kevin here. This is the NUU Mobile X6. Again, check out the link in the video description if you want to check this out on Amazon. But I will see you in the next video.